Is it worth having car insurance? The most vital inclusion must be your state's base risk and property harm inclusion. More than whatever else, you have to keep up car insurance to keep yourself legitimate to drive. You chance losing your driver's permit and fines driving without it. Get into a mischance without risk inclusion and you could be confronting huge punishments, including bills from the harms you caused. Risk and property harm inclusion is there to ensure alternate drivers out and about from the harm you cause. Your car insurance arrangement most likely records risk as substantial damage 20/40, for instance. The 20 is the placeholder for how much will pay out for medicinal costs, agony, and enduring per individual and is esteemed at $20,000. The 40 is the placeholder for how much will pay out for medicinal costs, torment, and enduring per mishap and is esteemed at $40,000. Property harm gives inclusion to other individuals' property. For example, in the event that you hit someone else's car or harm city property like a guardrail or activity sign, your property harm inclusion on your car insurance will cover the harms up as far as possible recorded on your strategy. Having inclusion ensuring other individuals' property and restorative costs is imperative for your own particular monetary insurance. Without it, you can be sued for the harms. Other important coverage: you need to insure your own particular property as well. You should buy physical harm inclusion so you are insured against significant costs of car repairs on the off chance that you cause harm to your vehicle or some other outside factor makes harm your car. Far-reaching inclusion will pay out for harm from something besides a crash. It incorporates yet isn't constrained to deer, glass harm, fire, burglary, vandalism, and tempest harm. A deductible generally applies. Impact inclusion pays out when you harm your vehicle in a crash, whether it is with another vehicle, a tree, or letterbox. It doesn't make a difference. Crash will pay out short your deductible. Car insurance extras: car insurance arrangements give a variety of discretionary sorts of inclusion which can turn out to be vital as well. Additional inclusions incorporate gap insurance, rental insurance, roadside assistance, custom equipment, OEM endorsement, minor violation forgiveness and accident forgiveness. Be that as it may, they tend to cover a lower dollar sum claims, which drives them to be less imperative. You will probably have the capacity to cover these costs out of pocket instead of acquiring the inclusion. Every car insurance inclusion has its place on specific strategies. It truly relies upon the driver and what their desires are for their arrangement. It is fine to decrease your insurance taken a toll by lessening inclusion, however be set up for the additional costs when a mishap occurs. If you are buying used cars, you should take insurance properly. With the rise in disposable incomes, it has become quite easy to own a car these days. This has led to increase in the number of vehicles on the road, and due to increased traffic, we are also seeing a rise in the incidence of road accidents. To save yourself from paying for damages, hospitalization charges or any kind of legal repercussions that may arise, it is important to have a car insurance. There are two types of insurance: third-party and comprehensive. Third-party insurance covers damages caused by your car to someone, whereas comprehensive insurance, as the name suggests, takes care of own damages along with the third party. The law in India mandates to at least have a third-party insurance if you own a four-wheeler. Now, coming back to the question of whether it is worth buying a car insurance or not. Yes, it is absolutely worth your every penny. Why? Let's look at some of the advantages below. It pays for damages and repairs. If a mishap happens due to somebody else's negligence or your own, car repairs may end up burning a hole in your pocket. In such a scenario, it is wise to have an insurance as the responsibility to pay for these damages falls on the insurer. B. It reduces your liability. Like we mentioned earlier, having a third-party liability insurance is mandatory in India. If you happen to cause an accident that leads to damages to other person's property or injury to the other driver or pedestrian, a car insurance helps you pay for their treatment and also saves you from any legal hassles. C. It pays for your hospitalization. Untoward incidents on the road may end with you being in the hospital. In such cases, a motor insurance helps you pay for the high hospitalization and treatment charges. D. It compensates your family after your demise. Unfortunately, if the policyholder who's a breadwinner passes away, a car insurance can help pay for the family's expenses. There's nothing disputing that a motor insurance is a must-have for every car owner. Apart from safeguarding your four-wheeler, it also protects from any damages to the driver and the fellow people on the road. At Policy Boss, the insurance arm of Group Landmark and one of India's leading insurance brokerage firms, we have been helping people secure their most prized assets in the form of their vehicles, and our tie-ups with over 40 major insurers and 3,000 satisfied customers is a shining testimony to it. Yes, it is worth having a car insurance because it will secure your car and your health when you meet with an accident, and you might have the chance of suffering from bodily injury, third-party damage, etc. Now, even according to law, car insurance has become mandatory and it is illegal to drive your car in roads with car insurance. One can avail up to 1 lakh compensation through car insurance that will protect you and family members in case of any unforeseen events. Car insurance is comprehensive in nature that aids your car from any man-made or any natural calamities, such as terrorist attacks, theft, riot, earthquake, cyclone, hurricane, etc. Benefits of car insurance: if the driver is the victim of an accident and it has resulted in the death of him/her, the survivors gets the benefits. It also provides lawsuits by providing legal fees that has been filed against you as part of the accident. It also provides coverage for the repair of the vehicle in case of an accident. It also pays for the coverage in case of theft, fire, etc. There is no claim bonus in car insurance. Thus, car insurance is important to have a peaceful drive in life. And you have a security in your mind that if something unforeseen happens, your family is protected.